Welcome back to another episode of Late Reviews, where we're breaking down the hottest TV shows and movies. Tonight, we're doing episode 5 of The Last of Us Season 2. Got the whole crew with us tonight. We got Baby Jokic.
Hey, everyone.
We got Drip Guy Woo.
Hey, yo.
We got the Lexi of Lexi's Lore.
Hello.
And we got Cracker Kyle.
How we doing?
All right. So, tonight's episode started real slow, bro. They teased that shit with the guitar. I was like, if the first scene of her playing the guitar was cool, but I did not need a second one, bro. I was so happy when they cut that shit short. Not much else really happened for the beginning of the episode. Not until they went on their little foolish mission of, they're not guarding this building. Clearly it's safe. We should go in there. And, yeah, bro, they went in there and got over their heads quickly with those fucking stalkers. Those motherfuckers are creepy, dude. That fucking little laugh that they do and shit, nigga, it gets under my skin, man. Like, it creeps me the fuck out. And so, yeah, they got surrounded quickly. And it cracks me up, bro. They had all this talk about, look, do not shoot the gun. Do not shoot the gun. Do not shoot the gun. As soon as they ran into fucking problems, the first thing they had to start doing, hitting them with the blapper, bro. I'm watching this shit, dog. I'm like, we got Dina in the fucking little cage, out of fucking bullets. We got Ellie. How is Dina out of bullets, by the way? You went to go kill motherfuckers, and you have 5 bullets in your pistol? That was it?
Dude, I only saw her shoot 4 or 5 times. What the fuck was that?
That's what I'm saying, bro. The clip was empty.
Yeah, that was weak.
On an assassination attempt against an army. But all right.
That was some story building bullshit right there.
I'm watching them fucking surrounded, bro. Ellie's getting fucking chewed the fuck up on the ground like a piece of fucking steak to a dog. Dina's fucking canned tuna over there. And I'm just sitting here like, my niggas, y'all are fucked. I'm like, I don't know how the hell they're getting out of this. And then the savior pops up, and out of nowhere is Jesse. I was surprised, Doug. I was very surprised. What did y'all think?
It shocked me that Jesse was the guy out there. I kind of thought when you saw the silhouette that kind of looked like Joel, I thought, oh shit, Tommy came to save him, you know. But it made a little bit of sense for, as we'll talk about the rest of the episode. I think it made sense that Jesse was the one to come and save him.
Yeah. And you did mention Tommy. I think Nolan predicted that like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. He was like, I think Tommy's going to show up at some point. Good call, my homie. Because not in this episode, but yeah, he and Jesse came out.
It didn't make any sense how they got there. Obviously, she asked if they were under gunfire and shit, but hopefully we find out, because that's a long way from Jackson Hole to get over to Seattle. And
yeah, no shit.
Like, holy shit, you went to the one building because you found their map in a theater? Come on now.
I mean, I think it's crazy that out of the whole fucking city of Seattle, they were able to find the fucking building they were holed up in. That's crazy. But
I mean, I guess when you hear the gunshots, people come running. It just didn't happen to be the actual people that were residing in Seattle. It happened to be the people that were coming to help them.
I thought it was going to be a wolf helping her up, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Hell no.
Originally, when I heard the gunshot, I thought it was a wolf. And then I saw the silhouette of Joel, and I'm like, oh, it's Tommy. And then, yeah, that was a whole mindfuck.
Man, I think it's crazy, and we'll talk about like the seraphites later too, but it's funny as hell that nobody on either one of these camps asks any questions, bro. It's straight shooting. We see a motherfucker, that motherfucker's got to die. Like, no, like, hey, who are you? Why are you here? None of that, bro. Kill him immediately.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, man.
I wonder, how does anyone join either of those two groups if you get fucking greased upon sight? Like, how do the wolves take in more people? How do the seraphites take in more people?
That's true.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see the wolves taking in more people before the seraphites, for sure. Like, the seraphites, you kind of got to be grandfathered in.
They were taking over, like, converting some of the wolf people from the last episode.
Right.
It's like, you know, like each and every day, things like that, you know, more and more people are. That's what kind of made, you know, Isaac flip out and just sort of torturing the dude. Just said, all right, I've had enough of this.
Like Spencer said, it seems like they just kill him on sight whenever they see a wolf, so it doesn't make entire sense.
Right.
Well, that motherfucker was captive. It's not like he came over to defect. You know what I mean? Like it's not
Yeah.
like I mean, we didn't see how
Yeah,
he got captured.
He's a
but he
prisoner
was
of war.
captured.
Yeah.
Before we get into the fucking seraphites, though, Jesse gonna fucking die, bro. I'm almost positive someone's gotta die. I think it'd be crazy to fucking kill Tommy after killing Joel and and Tommy got family back home. But Jesse, my fucking, he got to die, bro. I think so. Someone's gotta die, and it'd be brutal if they kill fucking Dina. But I don't know. Plus, if they get Jesse out the way, then there's nobody stopping Ellie from being the dad.
That's wrong.
You're onto
You ain't
something
wrong.
there.
That is wrong
That-
right there.
That just leads you just saying that makes me think Dina's gonna die. Because
You think so?
no writer ever wants it to work out. So they're gonna just like kill Dina and make Jesse and Ellie be friends somehow.
Just the
She took
fucking
that
bond over
arrow
their
and
loss.
we didn't see
I
what
mean, that's
happened.
totally possible. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see how the writers are feeling with that. That'd be like the Walking Dead type shit. It would be to kill Dina. We're gonna say, Kyle?
I mean, I'll say I've never felt more justified in my stance of being Team Dina other than before this episode. Like, she was ride or die for Ellie on this episode, and you saw the love that she had for her. So, I'd like a formal apology from all of you guys.
Nope.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
still anti.
No, nope, I'm good.
I don't know. I definitely feel
All
like
right, that's fine.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I'm rocking with Dina. She seems
I still
cool.
don't trust her.
Um,
I don't like that she didn't dive into the specifics
No,
about
no.
how she. No,
All
I don't
right,
like.
me and
It's
me and Spence will
suspicious.
ride alone on this.
She didn't dive into specifics
What's still
about
suspicious
how
about
she
it?
got into the into like where
Jackson.
fucking Ellie and everybody were. Yeah. She keeps brushing over that. I feel like why? If it's something so simple, then why not just
'cause
say it, you know? It
She
just seems
she did ask her. She was like, "Well, how'd you get to Jackson afterwards?" She's like, "That's not important." I know that. I
Yeah,
know
that
versus-
was weird. You're right.
But I still think it's
Still
not
holes in the
important.
story.
I don't know, man. I think it's crazy. Like, what's
I
crazy
still-
how they show like how the apocalypse changes people too. Because they should talking about she had to kill motherfuckers. She lost her family. She had to kill the fucking raider at 8 years old. Dog dropped the body at 8, and she still seemed like a carefree fucking kid. These motherfuckers be running around. It's so crazy too. These motherfuckers are 2 children out here running around, half baked fucking plans, just running, gunning, bro, and trying to go murder motherfuckers as children.
Can't trust him.
But yeah, I'm with you, Kyle. I'm rocking with Dina. Apparently, the other 3 are not fucking with her.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And that makes me nervous that Toph is still not fucking with Dina because he's played the video game. So it makes me think something's coming.
I thought the same
Correction,
thing.
I have not played the game. I've just watched 3 different playthroughs of the game. But I have actually not played a single second of the game.
All right, well, same thing, I think. You know?
Watch
A bit
it.
different, but you know. Watching, playing 2 different things.
So, dog, the fucking seraphites, what a fucking way to die, dog. They gonna fucking put you up by your neck, take the little fucking knife, stab you in your stomach, and rip your ass from your rooter to your tutor, nigga.
Guts
That
on
is
the floor.
breezy. That is a brutal way to die. I thought the motherfucker was just gonna like hack at his stomach or something, bro. He hit him with the whole fucking hot dog cut. Like that is crazy.
Yeah. He's like, I'm about to nuke a hot dog. Let me.
Oh, dude, it's fucking
That was
bad.
ugly. That was so ugly. I mean, yeah, I do not want to be a seraphite. I don't want to be in the like. Put me in Jackson, please. Like all these other places are wild.
He said, "Put me on the
I
wall.
love the
I'll defend the outbreaks when they come."
Yes, please.
Put me on the wall.
I love the fucking continuity that they're like maintaining of every time some greasy shit is shown, Dina's got to throw up. It's like we're not gonna lose that at all. So I respect some good continuity, Doug. These motherfuckers, it's funny as hell. They're fucking so Ellie especially is annoying as hell. They're like mad that Jesse fucking saved him. She's like, what are you doing here? He's like, we're going home. She's like, what? We're fine. Like, nigga, you was dead. You were both dead. Fucking, yeah. Ellie would, I said this on the fucking first episode of the season, bro. She would drive me fucking crazy. Just from annoying shit like that. But Dina gets an arrow to the fucking leg, which, holy shit, nigga. And then she fucking, on some honorable shit, Ellie's like, I'll lead him away. It runs off. But what's crazy, bro, is she fucking saw the hospital and she waited out. She said, my baby mama, my baby, and my homie, revenge. And revenge fucking was calling to her like the fucking Green Goblin mask. She saw that hospital and went. That
Yeah,
is
she
nasty
sent it.
work, bro. Nasty work. So then she gets into the hospital, nigga, and makes the same mistake that every fucking body who ever has a gun in a TV show makes. You did too much fucking talking, and old girl was able to fucking escape. And now you're running through the fucking hallways with motherfuckers shooting after you. Also, how is the fuck that the Wolves, the WLF, how are they all military trained? Nobody can hit a fucking shot.
They missed every shot in both chase scenes in that fucking show tonight. It was ridiculous.
The
Every
niggas
single
with
one.
the bow and arrow have a higher hit percentage, bro. The niggas with the bow and arrow actually hit Dina, bro. Nobody with a gun can hit anything. Shit is crazy.
Even chasing them into the woods made no fucking sense. They were firing multiple rounds at them, landing around their feet left and right. It was like, we can't have main character syndrome all the fucking time. Like, come on.
Yeah. And I think that
HBO, I guess.
the only time that someone's going to get hit is Dina, just to work as a plot point so that they can get her out of the show so that she can go into the fucking hospital. Because with the infection, Ellie was cool to go in there, but Dina would have fucking died immediately. So they plot pointed her out of there by getting hit with the arrow. Hey, we talked about at the trailer for the last episode. We thought we saw it. It was nice confirmation, nigga. We did get to see zombies blowing O's. Fucking blowing spore O's. What I'm curious about is how none of the zombies that were down there were like, well, I guess, sorry, the infected. How none of them were really like trying to attack. They were all just fucking just mushroomed up to the walls and shit like that, just blowing O's. They weren't actively trying to eat anybody, which I thought was interesting. Any thoughts?
I wonder if it like
I
feeds
feel like
into
Toph
it.
might have an explanation for that. Oh,
What'd you say, Lex?
Like, I wonder if they're using like their body and like energy and everything that makes up them, and like breaking it down to like continue to grow the whatever that is that's down there. Like, I wonder if that's how it
The
grows.
whole network of it.
it's like the nest of it or the roots of it almost.
Exactly.
How
And it
would that
takes the
be different
nutrition
from
and whatever's out of the body.
How would that be different from the rest of the infected, though? Like, why does that not happen in other places?
Well, I mean, you got to think that, you know, in all instances that we've had, we've never seen like, you know, a room fully lit up like that with all the fungi and things like that. Or literally like, you know, basically that whole, you know, room is just covered with things like that. As you kind of see like some of the infected throughout the show, so you might have like little tidbits on them. But like I said, I mean, these guys like fully encased and all of that, you know, fungi, which kind of like, you know, takes over their psyche. Or you can kind of see like those creepy crawler guys, they still have like their mind. Like I said, then have like you got like the dumb ones just gonna just run there, you know, take anything on sight, where these guys are a bit more, you know, psychological. You know, they have some part of the human element, so they can kind of like sneak around things that as well too. So they never really break down exactly like, you know, how that part's formed. We kind of just had to form our own, you know, theories throughout the show and things, you know, how come these guys can't break free and things like that. And like, so we also don't know like how long that they've been in there, you know, enclosed for, which you kind of saw like kind of beginning on, look at the interrogation, kind of get like the breakdown kind of what happened. Like, so we don't know how long it takes for them to like, you know, break free if they ever can, if they're that, you know, encased in that kind of things in there. So we really don't know. Just have to kind of form our own theories about it.
I guess
That's
my
a good
theory would be
point.
maybe. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, they had this whole floor underneath, like 1 or 2 floors of the hospital that they're all working in and using actively. They obviously know it's down there because they made the comment about the spores and how they're like, oh, you're gonna breathe them in, you're gonna die too. And it's like, so you guys all know it's there, you just don't give a fuck and just keep working above it. You don't think that's ever gonna come to bite you in the ass ever? I
I mean,
didn't
how
fully
would you clear it
understand
out
that
though?
part.
Yeah, they said they couldn't afford to lose the hospital.
That was their explanation for the whole thing.
Well, they said that at the beginning, like they can't afford to lose it. So I think they're probably still trying to work on like a plan for getting rid of it, but they couldn't afford to like get out of there. You saw they had a lot of
Yeah,
injured people. They're in a war right now. You know what I mean? They can't afford just to fucking just pick up.
Yeah,
Um,
I can see that point. I still think it needs to be closed a little bit.
I think that my theory maybe for what makes them different is maybe the way that they become infected, because everybody else gets bitten, and the bites turn you into like the runner zombies, whereas they just breathe the shit in. So maybe they just fully just became the spores. You know what I mean? Or the fungi.
Drawn.
As far as the last scene, bro, Ellie did a good job with the acting of portraying that fucking rage, bro. You can see that shit in her eyes. That was fire. And she literally became Abby. She got that pipe and started beating on that bitch with it. But we do have confirmation of something we've all been skeptical of if Ellie knew about the hospital with Joel and if that was the case or not. And she confirmed that she did. I knew that shit was coming, bro. She said all that shit, and I was gonna like, she's gonna say, I know. And she did, bro. She said, I know. So that's got to be why she and Joel were on bad terms at the beginning of the season.
yeah. Like so, I'll kind of break that part down. I think this episode has done like a really good job on just taking tidbits of every single episode that's happened so far and kind of bring it back again full circle. Because we've already mentioned revenge. I think that was the episode 3 when they were having that meeting. And you had the two different perspectives. The one guy talking about, Joel, he's one of us. I'm out for blood. You got to set that standard of you can't just come in our trap, take over our trap. Shout out Kirk Cousins right there. Like I said, you have your two different elements in there. Where Ellie, she has the most attachment to Joel. That's basically like her father. Yeah, might go through your risk and things like that, but at the end of the day, you can't take back what you guys went through all of season 1. You're gonna have your risks and things like that. Like I said, until the real kind of happens and he's gone, you're gonna go through like a huge wave of mixed emotions and things like that. So we know Ellie, she's not that smart. She's very reactionary. She doesn't think things through. Where you have, Dina, she's kind of like, I don't know, she'd be holding it down. Or she may think about Dina, she's out there pregnant. She's risking her own well-being for somebody that, she does love. So like I said, she's kind of has to, bring Ellie back. Because like I said, even after all that thing go on, they get attacked. As soon as Ellie saw the hospital, her mind went blank. She's thinking about Abby. And they kind of painted that picture of Nora, like when she got that pipe, all she could think about is where's Abby? So like I said, you're kind of getting everything back, seeing the character development, all through. So I think it did a really good job on just portraying, every little tidbit and kind of thing that we're kind of seeing with all the characters. It's kind of redevelop it and kind of expand everybody's kind of character development further on.
I want to hop on that too, because yeah, we talked about before about like the cycle of hate and like breaking that cycle or it being cyclical, and exactly that. When Ellie and Dina were walking, and Dina said, no matter what Joel did to have them feeling like that, he didn't deserve to die like that, getting beaten to death. And what's crazy is that Ellie wound up killing Nora the exact same way that Joel died, getting absolutely worked on by a fucking piece of metal. And so, literally, if you were to fucking be a bystander from like the Wolves watching Ellie beat on Nora, you'd be thinking the exact same thing. No matter what Nora did to warrant that anger, she didn't deserve to die like that. So, literally, the exact same cycle continues. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like what we talked about too, is we're going to have to choose a side here. Who are you rooting for? Because nobody is justified at the end of the day. Like they're all going, nobody's justified and everybody's justified. Everybody has a reason. And is your reason, worth believing in? Like in that world? I don't know. At this point, it's, yeah, like you said, it's dog eat dog at this point, man. It's pick a side because nobody's good. And
Yeah.
the more I kind of look at it from that perspective, like you almost root against Ellie a little bit because you're like, damn, she knows that she's the cure. And she's like, I don't care. And she's going to kill everybody anyways? Like, damn, dude.
I mean, they killed her dad, bro.
Well, she tried to be
Yeah,
selfless
They did.
originally,
They
and
did.
she's fighting her own demons.
What, Lex? What did
she
you say?
decided that she was gonna put her life on the line for the cure. You know, last season before that, whatever it was. So she's come to terms with the fact that Joel decided that wasn't going to be the case, and now she said, "Fuck it, I'm just going to use being immune to my advantage." Revenge.
True.
Fair enough.
I mean, that is a good point, because she was gonna be the cure, and then that choice was taken from her. So what else does she have to do? She was beefing with Joel already about him stealing that choice from her, but she can't walk it back now.
Right.
Right. Well, and like what whoever just passed away, I cannot think of her name. She mentioned that the person that he killed in the head was the only person that had known the cure, or known how to extract the cure from her. So even still, nobody knows.
Yeah, Abby's dad. Yep.
Yeah, it's just, that's ugly. That's a whole lot of ugly on every front, and it's only getting uglier because, you know, she's still gunning for Abby. She don't care, you know? And so we're only going to see more mess take place.
Yeah, and now the wolves who had no beef with Ellie before now have a reason to kill Ellie. So it's just, we get to go further
Yeah.
down in the levels of it, if everybody wants to kill somebody else or something that they did. Meanwhile, we got a whole war full of fucking the wolves and the seraphites trying to kill everybody just for the fact that they've got a beef. Everybody just is a fucking cycle of hate, man. We're gonna see what happens.
The wolves and the seraphites are getting third party by Ellie and Dina.
You guys have any other thoughts for what's next?
Well, I can't say anything. I have to refrain. So,
Team Dina.
Team Dina.
I should be holding it down. I got to give her respect for that. She true ride or die.
I think she'll get to Abby. We're gonna get our come to Jesus moment, and they're gonna have their duel. And we'll see what happens there.
I don't think Ellie's gonna kill her, dog. I really don't. I think she's gonna fucking, at some point, this fucking rage is gonna lift from her. But what's gonna be funny is, I always think in like movies, it's funny how like you'll go through like the main character will kill all these underlings to get to the big bad boss, and then show mercy on the boss. Like, what about all the other people you killed to get up to this point? Now they're fucking dead, just for you to show mercy on the person you actually had beef with. And that's that's Nora right now. Got greased in the basement with the pipe.
Sounds like
But
Ellie's gonna fall in love with Abby.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, hey, there we go.
They just gonna
That's a
have
hot
big
take right there.
They just gonna have a big, giant, extended happy family at the end of this episode, at the end of this season.
Those kids will be murderers.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Leave us a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your predictions for the next episode. We'll be back on Late Entry tomorrow with a new episode for everybody. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Peace.